The internet revolutionized information. It connected the world in ways never before imagined. But something was missing, a way to exchange value as freely as information. This is where Bitcoin enters the story. Born in the wake of the 2008 financial crisis, Bitcoin emerged as a radical solution. It promised a decentralized, transparent, and secure way to transact value. Imagine a world without banks controlling your money. Imagine transactions happening directly between individuals, anywhere in the world, instantly. Imagine a currency not controlled by any government or institution, but by a distributed network of computers. This is the revolutionary idea behind Bitcoin. In the depths of the 2008 financial crisis, as trust in traditional financial systems crumbled, a revolutionary idea emerged. An anonymous individual, or perhaps a group, operating under the pseudonym Satoshi Nakamoto, released a groundbreaking document, the Bitcoin White Paper. This 9-page document, titled Bitcoin, a Peer-to-Peer Electronic Cash System, outlined a vision for a decentralized digital currency. Nakamoto's vision was radical. Bitcoin would operate without banks, governments, or any central authority. Transactions would occur directly between peers on a decentralized network. The white paper described a system secured by cryptography and maintained by a distributed network of computers. It proposed a solution to the long-standing problem of double spending in digital currencies, paving the way for a truly decentralized form of money. Three months after the release of the white paper, Nakamoto brought Bitcoin to life. On January 3, 2009, the Genesis block, the first block of the Bitcoin blockchain, was mined. This marked the birth of Bitcoin as a functioning network. Embedded within the Genesis block was a message, a timestamp, and a testament to Bitcoin's origins amidst financial uncertainty. The Genesis block was more than just a technical milestone. It was a symbolic act. It represented the creation of a new system operating outside established financial structures. The blockchain, initially just a chain of one block, was ready to record a history of transactions, a transparent and immutable record of value exchange. Section 3. Early days, miners and enthusiasts. Word of Bitcoin spread slowly at first, primarily through online forums and mailing lists frequented by cryptography enthusiasts. These early adopters were drawn to Bitcoin's revolutionary potential, a decentralized, censorship-resistant digital currency. They understood the technical complexities and embraced the challenges of participating in a nascent and experimental financial system. The first known commercial transaction using Bitcoin took place on May 22, 2010. A programmer named Laszlo Hanyecz bought 2 pizzas for 10,000 Bitcoins. This event, now celebrated annually as Bitcoin Pizza Day, marked a significant milestone, the first real-world use of Bitcoin as a medium of exchange. As the Bitcoin network grew, so did its online presence. Forums and websites dedicated to Bitcoin emerged, providing spaces for discussion, information sharing, and community building. Early adopters recognized the importance of education and outreach, working to demystify Bitcoin and explain its potential to a wider audience. Section 1. Seeds of doubt, skepticism, and uncertainty. Bitcoin's early years were not without their critics. The concept of a decentralized digital currency, operating outside the control of governments and financial institutions, was met with skepticism and even ridicule. Many dismissed it as a passing fad, a technology too complex and obscure to gain mainstream adoption. Concerns about security were paramount. Could a system reliant on cryptography and distributed consensus truly be secure? Skeptics pointed to the potential for hacking, fraud, and the irreversible nature of Bitcoin transactions as major vulnerabilities. The lack of a central authority, a hallmark of Bitcoin's decentralized design, was often cited as a weakness, leaving users vulnerable with no recourse in case of disputes or theft. Section 2. The price of freedom, volatility, and speculation. Bitcoin's decentralized nature, while empowering, came with a price volatility. Its value, determined solely by market forces, fluctuated wildly in its early years. News events, technological developments, and even rumors could send its price soaring or plummeting. This volatility, while enticing for speculators, created uncertainty for those seeking a stable and predictable currency. Section 3: Silk Road and Shadows, the dark side of decentralization. Bitcoin's anonymity and decentralized nature, while empowering for many, also attracted those operating outside the law. The Silk Road, an online black market operating on the dark web, emerged as a stark example of Bitcoin's potential for illicit use. The platform facilitated the anonymous sale of illegal drugs and other contraband, using Bitcoin as its primary currency. The Silk Road's existence fueled concerns among policymakers and law enforcement agencies that Bitcoin was a tool for criminals. Media reports often focused on Bitcoin's use in illegal activities, overshadowing its legitimate applications. This negative perception contributed to the public's skepticism and fueled calls for greater regulation of cryptocurrencies. The eventual shutdown of the Silk Road by law enforcement agencies in 2013 highlighted the challenges of regulating a decentralized and pseudonymous currency. While the platform's closure disrupted illicit activities, it also demonstrated that Bitcoin transactions were not entirely anonymous and could be traced. This event sparked debates about the balance between privacy and security in the realm of cryptocurrencies. Section 4: Navigating uncertain waters, legal challenges and regulatory scrutiny. As Bitcoin gained traction, governments and regulatory bodies around the world grappled with how to classify and regulate this new form of digital currency. Was it a currency, a commodity, a security, or something else entirely? This lack of regulatory clarity created uncertainty for businesses and users alike, hindering Bitcoin's path to mainstream adoption. Some countries embraced Bitcoin, recognizing its potential to foster innovation and financial inclusion. Others took a more cautious approach, issuing warnings to consumers about the risks associated with cryptocurrencies and imposing restrictions on their use. This patchwork of regulations created a complex and often confusing landscape for businesses and individuals operating in the Bitcoin space. The debate over Bitcoin's legal status and the appropriate level of regulation intensified as its value and adoption grew. Policymakers faced the challenge of balancing the need to protect consumers and prevent illicit activities with the desire to foster innovation and avoid stifling the growth of this emerging technology. Section 1: Scaling the Mountain, Bitcoin's Growing Pains. As Bitcoin gained wider adoption, its limitations became increasingly apparent. The network, designed to handle a limited number of transactions per second, began to experience congestion. Transaction fees soared as users competed for limited block space. The very scalability that had initially been touted as a strength now posed a significant challenge to Bitcoin's future growth. Section 2: Forks in the Road, Debates and Divisions. The scaling debate ultimately led to a series of forks, where the Bitcoin blockchain split into two separate chains, each with its own set of rules and technical specifications. These forks, often acrimonious, reflected the deep divisions within the community about the best path forward for Bitcoin. One of the most significant forks resulted in the creation of Bitcoin Cash, a cryptocurrency that increased the block size to allow for faster and cheaper transactions. Proponents of Bitcoin Cash argued that it stayed true to Satoshi Nakamoto's original vision of Bitcoin as a peer-to-peer electronic cash system. Other forks, such as Bitcoin Gold and Bitcoin Diamond, emerged with their own proposed solutions to the scaling challenge and other technical improvements. These forks, while often driven by genuine technical disagreements, also presented opportunities for speculation and profit, further fueling the volatility of the cryptocurrency market. Section 3: Institutional Embrace. Wall Street takes notice. Wall Street, initially dismissive of Bitcoin, started to explore its potential. Hedge funds, asset managers, and venture capitalists began investing in Bitcoin, drawn by high returns and disruptive innovation. The entry of institutional investors brought legitimacy to the cryptocurrency market. Bitcoin was now traded on major exchanges alongside traditional assets. Section 4: The Lightning Network, a spark of innovation. As the debate over on-chain scaling continued, a parallel development offered a promising solution to Bitcoin's limitations: the Lightning Network. This Layer 2 technology, built on top of the Bitcoin blockchain, enabled near-instantaneous, low-fee transactions, addressing a key obstacle to Bitcoin's widespread adoption as a payment system. The Lightning Network operates by creating a network of payment channels between users, allowing them to transact with each other directly without broadcasting every transaction to the Bitcoin blockchain. Only the opening and closing of a payment channel are recorded on the blockchain, significantly reducing congestion and transaction fees. This innovative solution offered a way for Bitcoin to scale to millions or even billions of transactions per second without compromising its core principles of decentralization and security. The Lightning Network sparked a wave of excitement within the Bitcoin community, who saw it as a key enabler for mainstream adoption, particularly in micropayments and other use cases where speed and low fees are paramount. Section 1. Architects of the Revolution, Visionaries and Developers. Behind Bitcoin's technological complexity lies a vibrant community of brilliant minds, the developers who translate vision into code. These individuals, driven by a shared belief in the power of decentralization, dedicate countless hours to improving and expanding the Bitcoin protocol. They are the architects of this financial revolution, working tirelessly to ensure Bitcoin's security, scalability, and accessibility. Among these pioneers, few names loom larger than that of Satoshi Nakamoto, the pseudonymous creator of Bitcoin. While Nakamoto's true identity remains a mystery, their creation continues to inspire awe and speculation. Nakamoto's disappearance in 2010 only added to the mystique, leaving behind a legacy that continues to shape the world of finance and technology. Section 2. Spreading the Gospel, Evangelists and Educators. While developers build the technology, it is the evangelists and educators who spread the word, demystifying Bitcoin and inspiring others to join the revolution. These individuals, passionate about Bitcoin's potential to empower individuals and disrupt traditional financial systems, dedicate their time and energy to educating the public, advocating for its adoption, and challenging misconceptions. Andreas Antonopoulos, a renowned author, speaker, and educator, has played a pivotal role in explaining Bitcoin to a wider audience. His books, lectures, and online content have introduced countless individuals to the technical intricacies and philosophical underpinnings of this revolutionary technology. Section 3. Guardians of the Network, Miners and Node Operators. At the heart of Bitcoin's decentralized infrastructure lie the miners and node operators, the unsung heroes who secure the network and ensure its integrity. Miners, using specialized hardware, compete to solve complex mathematical problems, validating transactions and adding new blocks to the blockchain. Node operators, running software on their computers, maintain a copy of the blockchain, verifying transactions and ensuring the network's consensus. Miners, incentivized by block rewards and transaction fees, invest significant resources in computing power, contributing to the network's security and resilience. Their efforts ensure that Bitcoin transactions are processed, verified, and immutably recorded on the blockchain. Section 1. The Future of Trust. Bitcoin's journey, from its obscure origins to its current global prominence, is a testament to the power of ideas. It has evolved into a global phenomenon, challenging established financial systems and igniting a revolution in how we think about money, trust, and the flow of value. It continues to face challenges, scalability, regulation, and its own internal debates about its future direction. But it has also demonstrated remarkable resilience, adapting, evolving, and inspiring a wave of innovation. It represents a shift from centralized control to decentralized empowerment. As we venture further into the digital age, the ideas embodied by Bitcoin will only become more relevant.